All right, guys, we are live. I'm looking at my computer right now. Everything looks good. Make sure that everything is perfect. All righty then. All right, guys, so we're live. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I know people are going to start jumping in this podcast and jumping in, everything that, we've been doing. This is, I believe, our 5th episode. And I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be prouder. I couldn't be, more excited than ever before because, we're actually making a lot of our dreams come true now that we have a tremendous, a group of individuals at Big Realty, our company. For those of you guys who don't know who I am, my name is Rick Benavides. I'm the owner and broker of what I believe is the #1 real estate company down here in South Texas. And it's just been an amazing journey. I wanted to, expose my agents. I wanted to bring in people from the community. I wanted to interview just people who are working really hard, who are, making great things happen here in the Valley. And, there's a lot of people here in the Valley making a lot of noise and working really hard and doing a lot of great things. And that's why I wanted to create all this platform. And, we're using it for many things. We're using it for trainings. We're using it for a lot of things. And, it's been a big blessing that we could put all this together. And it's been a journey. We've been working on it for a while. And so we're here. We're happy. We're excited. It's everything that we've ever, wished for. And now we have the platforms, the technology. Everything is easier now to do. And plus, I really have a great team that goes along with all the crazy stuff that goes on in my head. But anyways, once again, guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, click on the little bell. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers in YouTube. This whole episode is going to be in English. I know we've been jumping on and off between English and Spanish, but down here in South Texas, in the area where we're from, which is we're 30 minutes away from the tip of Texas, Mexico and all that good stuff. A lot of the people down here in the Valley are Spanish speaking. So, we have to be bilingual down here. And we have to be able to communicate both ways. Now, I have some agents that don't speak Spanish, but that's okay. It's part of the process. For you guys that don't know, Big Realty is involved with, new home sales. We are involved with helping buyers buy, sellers sell, development, new construction, commercial consulting, all that good stuff. We've been doing a lot of that, and we've been very successful. And we currently have 35 agents. We just hired 2 agents during this week, and so we're very excited to show them the Big Realty way and all the good stuff that we have going on, all the tools, systems, and services. So if you guys are looking to join a great brokerage, I promise you, Big Realty is the way. All right, guys. So let me jump into a little bit about, introducing our guest speaker. This individual is somebody that, I really, really, really admire and look up to. He used to be, just so you guys get a little bit of history, he used to be our banker when we first started our company. And so I interacted with him a lot, I always asked for a lot of favors and stuff like that. And, he was really, really good to us. And one day I just started talking to him about real estate and what real estate is really about. And, we kind of became, acquaintances and then friends. And I just started doing everything that I could to explain to him how amazing this real estate journey really is. And so right now we've been doing everything we can to make sure that, we do what we have to do to bring them to the world, to the community, so that everybody can see. And so let me tell you a little bit about Greg. Gregory Vasquez is not only my friend now, he's one of our top producers in our company. He is also a team leader for his own team of real estate in Big Realty. It's called Excellence Real Estate Advisors. It consists of 3 team members. Luis, which has been with him for, I believe, 2.5 years. And Dulce, which is his sister that just recently got licensed, and he brought her into the business. And both of them are superstars, under the leadership of Greg, and they're just killing it. They're doing amazing, amazing things. So Greg is not only a top producer in our company, he's also a team leader. He's also a new construction manager for a builder, a big builder down here that works with us a lot, Villanueva Construction. And, he's also into developments. He's done a couple of subdivisions from the beginning all the way to the end. And he currently has, I believe, 300 lots in the process of being made to be sold here in the RGV. So he's bringing in a lot of value. He's finding new developments, new investors, new projects all the time. And I mean, I can go on and on and on about this guy, but I think it's time that we introduce him to you guys, the viewers. And let's get to meet Greg. We're going to ask the 7 questions. And here's Greg, guys. What's up, my man?
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Thursday. The day has come.
You're looking great, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes?
Yes.
All right, perfect. All right, guys. Well, Greg, tell us a little bit about you. Tell us about, your story. Tell us everything, man. We want to know everything about you. We want to get to know you. By the time we finish here, we want to know exactly who Gregory Vasquez is. So, boom, talk to us, baby.
Well, Gregory Vasquez is a hardworking person. I joined real estate about 4 years ago, a little bit over 4 years ago. And like you mentioned on the intro, I used to be a banker. So I did banking for about 10 years before I joined the beautiful real estate world. And 10 years of banking experience really taught me a lot about how to organize myself, how to be able to talk to clients and high-end clients, from the little clients to the top clients, and really talk to everybody. I have a lot of experience in customer service. For me, customer service is very important, to deliver for our clients, especially in this type of industry. Many realtors forget about that, about the customer service, how to treat our clients. So that's important to me. But with all that said, now real estate is what I eat, breathe, and eat. And now, like you mentioned, my sister, now she's also a part of the Excellence Group, or the Excellence team. And I'm excited. I'm really excited about what the world, is going to see when it comes to our Excellence team. We've been really working, obviously, with me and Luis and Dulce. We've been really working really hard for our clients right now, and really being an impact on the community more than anything. We work really hard for our clients, and we always try to do something that other people are not doing. We focus a lot on the affordability. Big projects is really what we focus on with the developments. We're on our 7th subdivision actually here coming soon, and like you said, it's been over 300 lots that we have right now available. They're coming in as well in the near future. So we're excited, and my story really comes from nothing, to be honest with you, to where we're at now. I have a beautiful wife, and obviously my family now is a big part of my success. I really feel that without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, and I wouldn't be at the level that we're at today. And obviously with the help with Rick and the team, the Big Realty team, more than anything, the friendship, the trust, I think, is really what's the most important thing for us here at Big Realty. And that you can't really find it in a lot of places. And it's hard to find someone that I can call and be able to, be honest and straightforward with, and still have a normal conversation to be able to, figure out whatever it is.
And I'm going to go on the record. I'm just going to say it. I think it's almost impossible to find down here in the Valley, that kind of culture and atmosphere that we've created here in our company, and you have a big part to do with that. And a lot of the agents in our company have a lot to do with that, because everybody's contributing to that, right? Which is everybody is working hard. We're all motivating each other. And, the other day I was talking to an agent, and she's like, hey, you know what? I've noticed here at Big Realty, there's no drama. Everybody's just working so hard. Everybody's doing their own thing. And we're like, it's all we do, man. We're so busy. We don't have time for that. You know what I mean? And that's
there is drama. It's hard for there not to be drama. The difference is that we nip it in the butt, we talk about it, and we move forward. We don't stay dwelling in negativity, and that's one of the things that I love about Big Realty. It's always about being positive. It's always about moving forward and seeing the bigger picture more than anything. And I think that's the same thing with our clients. there is a lot of drama in real estate, unfortunately, and whoever says there isn't, they're lying. But there is a lot of drama, but that's what you always have to be prepared. And at the end of the day, the best thing to look after is your client. At the end of the day, it's not about you. It's not about anybody. It's about the person that you represent and the person 100%. That you're going to make sure that you deliver just the way you said it from the beginning and go to the finish line. Because going to the finish line sometimes is not easy, but you always have to keep yourself focused on the end game, which is satisfying your client and bringing them into the home of their dreams, the real estate of their dreams, whether you're buying, selling, investing, developing, whatever case it is. That's the end game to be able to create that wealth for them.
I agree. So are you ready to get into the questions or no?
I don't know if people know. Do people know that you don't share these questions before? Because I don't know what you're going to ask me, and I'm probably more nervous about that than anything.
I got some picaro questions in here,
I know, man. It's all good. I'm ready for it.
It's all good, man. There's nothing but love. Before we get started, I just want to send a shout out to a couple of people who are watching. Hazel Ruiz, hello. Thank you for watching.
Guys.
Thank you for seeing this. All right. If you have any questions, you want to ask Greg, you want to ask me, feel free more than put it in here, and we can get to it. And we would really appreciate your comments. We really appreciate you watching this. And without further ado, let's get into the questions. We got seven questions, and we got seven questions just so that people can get to know you. And then I'm going to ask you 11 questions, which are the fire questions, the fun questions, just a little bit more to get to know the real Greg.
7-11, baby. 7-11, open all day, every day.
All right. So, Mr. Greg, how has your journey been so far? You've been into banking, real estate, development. Now you have an extensive background in construction. Did you ever imagine taking this path? Could you share, how your journey's been so far? How did it all get started? All that good stuff, because I think that's so powerful, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think when I first joined real estate, or just in general, I don't think you really have a true vision of what you want until you're actually in it, right? When you're in it, this industry or this real estate industry really gives you the opportunity to go different directions. There's niches, there's new construction, there's buyers, sellers, investing, development. There's all kinds of areas in real estate that you can focus on. And I think I knew I wanted to do something, and I wanted to do a niche. I wanted to focus on something, to focus most of my attention into something that I really, really enjoy and that I'm really good at, right? So development.
Which is the advice that we give you at the beginning. Find your niche.
Right. So and obviously, being in Big Realty was a big part of me realizing what is my niche, right? My first project when I came into real estate was development, was a full subdivision, right? And I knew zero about real estate, about anything that had to do with development, lots, anything that you could possibly think. I was at zero, but I knew that it was only a matter of time where I was going to learn that, and I was going to be able to get educated. And I always say this: you might be a lot more educated than me and more experienced than me, but as far as working hard, I'm always going to outbeat you, because I'm going to work harder than you. And I think that's what clients appreciate what we do, because we're open 24/7. And a lot of people don't believe. I had a story yesterday. I'll share a quick story with my sister Dulce yesterday. She was showing a house late at night, and they found like about a 10-foot boa outside one of the showings. I'm exaggerating, right? But it was a pretty big snake out there, and it was late, and she was with a customer, and everybody screamed and panicked and all that stuff, right? So those are the crazy stories of real estate, right? Like it's always alive. Excuse, I can't hear you.
What'd you tell a rookie?
I told them welcome to real estate. I told them welcome to real estate. I mean, I know that a couple of agents in our company have shared moments and stories about what happens to them. But that was and this is just yesterday, and she was like, I didn't know what to do. I ran, I did, and the client got scared too, so situations like that. I mean, we always try to take precautions, and those are obviously unexpected things that happen. But at the end of the day, it was at 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. I mean, this doesn't sleep. People's interest does not sleep, especially right now in these times. So for us, it's only right for us to be available for our clients. And I work sometimes 7, 8, como nos decía un amigo, los 8 días de la semana. We work los 8 días de la semana. And it's something that I had to realize, and I had to understand that. So
Yeah.
now I know. Now, obviously, my niche is development and new construction, but I had to learn it. I had to figure it out as I was going through real estate. You're not gonna focus on one thing. It's really hard, but once you find it, you're good at it.
I'm going to say this. It's definitely not banking hours.
It's no banking hours, man, at all. Weekends are not. There's no more days off. Now, for me, the days off in the banking world, the national holidays is where we're the most busiest. So, but you know what? I know it's a little cliche, but when you love what you do, you don't not work a day of your life. So I enjoy it and like it, and I'm happy where I'm at right now in my life and in my family.
And it's fun, and you're good at it, and you're very hardworking, and you're successful, and you see the fruits of your labor. That's why this business is so great, because it's only as big as you wanted it to be, right? It's only as great as you wanted it to be. It's only going to give you out what you give in, right? And how hard you work. And a lot of people forget that success comes with a lot of hard work, and that's why I just I think that your journey has been amazing. And for those of you guys don't know, Greg was in the banking world for 10 years. And one day I just walked into his office and I'm like, hey, man, have you thought about real estate, dude? Have you thought about, giving real estate a crack? And for him in the beginning, it was very tough to kind of walk away from a for sure paycheck and to walk away from stability, because honestly, it's extremely difficult. But, without giving a number or anything like that, was it a good move for you, Mr. Gregory Vasquez?
Absolutely. It's the best thing that ever happened to me and my family. I'll be honest with you. And real estate is a beautiful business that you're able to create something for your family, whether you're in the realtor side or in the buying or selling side. Real estate is wealth. And I've realized that here in the Valley, we have this great opportunity that a lot of people don't have, a lot of situations don't have.
I agree.
This area is booming. There's a lot of construction. There's people. There's the family. The la raza, los amigos. I mean, everything's home. So when you talk to one person, you probably know 2 or 3 people that they know. So just without you even knowing. So the Valley is the best place to be, the perfect place to be, and for what we do, and we just got to keep pushing and finding every client that wants to change their life by owning real estate.
I agree. All right. So let's jump into question number 2. That was a long one, first question, but let's jump into question number 2.
The next one.
Yes. All right. What improvements do you think the real estate industry needs or could use, and what would you like to see moving forward as a leader in this industry?
Man, that's a tough question. I mean, I think technology, I guess, would be one thing that and with this situation that we just went through, or we're kind of going through, technology is something that we can probably see a little bit more in the aspect of videos and people being able to do. And I know I've seen it a lot more, but it's for the beneficial of the clients and be able to see. Nowadays, you don't have to go see a house in person to find any kind of interest, right? Obviously, I think the end goal is always at stand. We see it in person and make sure it's there. Now, as far as what would like to see in the industry itself, I don't know. I think cheaper land. Cheaper land, man. I mean, everybody, it's when you do a development project, and for people who don't know, it's not just buying the land and building. No, it's a cost. Sometimes a 10-acre tract can cost you, $2 million to develop. So when people sell a 10-acre tract and $2 million, and you're gonna add another $2 million, it's just the numbers don't match. So I don't know if I'm hurting somebody's feelings, but cheaper land, guys. Cheaper land is the way. Trust me. You can't sell it when it's already pre-developed.
Hey, I have a lot, and it's a little lot, está chiquito, but I want $1 bazillion for it. Can we develop it or no?
Yeah, we could sell it at 10 bazillion. Absolutely. which is not doable. So it's just numbers at the end of the day. They have to match, and if they don't, I mean, numbers don't lie.
I agree. All right. Question number three. What I know you read a lot. I know you're into podcasts. I know into self-motivation, self-improvement. What podcast books have you been engaging with? And what message has stood out in the last couple of months that you've been reading? What quotes? What has kind of kept you going?
I listen to a lot of videos on YouTube. That's what I do. I do a lot of audiobooks. But the main thing, one person that I've been listening to right now, the podcast, is Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey has really changed my perspective in finances. If you know who Dave Ramsey is, if you don't, I strongly recommend for you to start listening their podcast. I pay the Spotify premium package, because of that, and that's probably the only thing that I'm committed to. Every morning I get to the office and I put it on, and it's in the background. I have my sales guy also with me, and they're listening, and we're all laughing at what they're saying, but it makes sense. And we even have short conversations about the financing, even though it's just the back of our mind and listening to that. But Dave Ramsey is somebody that I'm listening to right now on a daily basis. And another person that I really like to enjoy too, he's a little bit more aggressive, is Eric Thomas, my boy ET, man. He talks straight up, like straight to you, and especially in times like this. I'm that type of guy, and maybe my wife can say this too, but I like, hey, slap me around a couple of times till I get to learn it, and I like it, when it has to be. I mean, my wife's not the only one, but but that's where sometimes you have to be able to accept that, accept somebody telling you the truth and telling you what you need to hear, what you don't want to hear sometimes, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, and it's only for make you better, especially whoever's on the other side telling you that advice. If it's a good person that you really trust, they're doing it for the good reasons, not just to, do something wrong.
And I think you touched a very important topic is, it matters who you're taking the advice from, because a lot of times we listen to people and they're not people who we should be taking advice from, period. Right. And we've had this conversation before, and
many times.
And it's something that, I tell people all the time, like, dude, the reason, you are always sending us messages like, hey guys, I just picked up this golden nugget with Dave Ramsey, check it out, and you're always sending information, positive stuff. And I think that's what, at the end of the day, makes us a great team, because we're always pushing each other and teaching each other and learning from each other, and, calling each other out too when things are not going the right way. And
sometimes it's you and sometimes it's me, just sometimes it's you and sometimes it's me that needs that, so.
And that open line of communication is the most beautiful thing that I think is getting us to be extremely successful down here in South Texas. Would you agree?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
All right. Question number 4. What has been your biggest challenge throughout this whole journey as Gregory Vasquez?
I mean, I think the mental challenge of this industry, and having to do something that someone that they don't tell you, like, working from the bank, I had to be there at 8:00 in the morning and follow a schedule, right? I think that's something that sometimes we can steer out, the wrong way or the lazy way. But I think that's the biggest challenge in being able to find, your why, as far as why are you waking up every morning? Why are you going to work? And always have that in the back of your mind. I think that's the most challenging. I think for anybody that joins real estate, people think real estate is the easiest thing you can join, and everybody's, all this money flying around everywhere. But really, people think that, but at the end of the day, it's your mental, the mental challenge, and you have to get it strong. Your mind is a muscle, so you have to keep feeding it. You have to keep exercising it by what you're listening, who you listen to, what comes out of your mouth, a lot of those things, and how do you speak to people. So I think the mental challenge has been the toughest, but I've learned to almost, master it in the aspect of like, hey, I got to go to work. I can't be home and do nothing, right? And especially for the sake of our clients.
And your mindset has changed dramatically, man, from when I first met you to where you are today. And I can't wait till 10 years from now where, we own half the valley and we're producing and developing, man. That's the plan.
We'll be business partners.
Absolutely. All right. Question number 5. What is currently your biggest inspiration, aspiration, motivation? What is that thing that's got you going, man?
Man, it's family. It's family. At the end of the day, is the only thing that drives me, and having a good faith in God, and being able to understand that God is there for us all the time, and and we need to have faith. And but my inspiration is my daughter. Melanie and my wife. I mean, they're both, they're my rock, man. Without them, I can't do that. And that's what's always in the back of my mind. No matter what I do, it's always in the back of my mind. So when I'm feeling down, or when I feel that I can't do it, or I'm scared to jump into a meeting, or a client, or whatever the case might be, and taking a risk, that's always in the back of my mind, man, every single time. But thank God we've been able to make some good decisions, a lot of good decisions, and some not too good. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's getting stronger every day.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. That was a great response, man. That was a great response. I think that you just had. I told you the other day, your wedding was the biggest wedding and the best wedding that I've ever attended. My parents showed up. We had an amazing time. It was just one of those things that just completely blew my mind, man. And I wanted to thank you because, it was a goal. You accomplished something. You had probably the best wedding I've ever been to, man, without insulting all the other people that have been weddings to and stuff like that, but I had
Thank
such a
you.
good time. We were dancing the whole time.
It was a night to remember, definitely. And again, going back to real estate, real estate has been able to do that, for us. And I'm not saying that real estate is the only thing that's made us there, because my wife, obviously she also works very hard. She's a nurse practitioner at DHR,
Yeah.
and she works hard, and it's as much, it's probably harder than I do as well. So it's not just about me when it comes to what we're doing now.
Yeah.
But it's allow us to be able to give our daughter a better life. It's allowed us to have the beautiful wedding that we had, and be around the people that love us and that we love back. And our circle is the strongest circle we've had in many 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 years. With our friends and family that are around us.
I agree. I agree. All right, man. Well, we are down to question number 6.
Apenas in 6.
Hey,
Barely
what,
6. I think we're already done.
what would you be real estate, man?
What was that? I'm sorry.
What would you be doing if you weren't doing real estate?
Probably still at the bank, man. I'd probably still be there at the bank. I like the banking industry. Banking industry treated me really well. I'll be honest with you. I had great mentors as well, and I became a branch manager at a very young age. I was
Yeah.
26 years old when I became a branch manager at a full banking center. And that was obviously a struggle and a challenge because of my age and what I was managing, right, as far as the staff. But at the end of the day, it taught me. I learned a lot. But when that 10-year mark happened, and obviously I met Mr. Wonderful over here, Rick, and he put that little seed in my mind to about real estate. And the truth of the matter is, I've always been interested in real estate. Just never had the guts to do it because I didn't know how to do it or who to approach. In this case, I guess God answers prayers and put the right people in front of you to be able to do that. So I appreciate you, Rick, for obviously being able to convert me to the real estate world, and being able to show me this beautiful business that if you take care of it, will treat you well.
Yeah, it just took a little push, man. That's all it took. But
Yeah,
you did
that's
all,
it.
you did all the hard work. I tell people all the time, Greg has been, one of my biggest success stories in this company, but I really had a very minimal part to do with it. I mean, it was just you were on fire, man, from day one, and you knew what you wanted, you knew where you wanted to get to, and you've honestly worked extremely hard, man. And I got to give you props for that because I see you, man. I see you hustling. You're carrying 4 or 5 titles all the time. You're always rocking and rolling and learning and calling and, hey, what do we do here? What do we do there? And learning from each other. And you're just an amazing, amazing hard worker, dude. And I just want to give you props for that.
Thank you,
Before we get to the last final question, this has been a great interview. I thank you for being on it. And let me get to number 7. What would be your advice to little Greg, growing up, if you could see him today? what would you tell that kid right now, being who you are today?
It's gonna get better. It's gonna
Yeah.
get better, man. We went through some tough times growing up, and it wasn't easy. And we were talking about it recently with my family, right when the coronavirus was already like, all right, let's kind of go visit family, right? So we went out there, we talked about it, but we just never gave up, and I always knew that. Honestly, I always knew that there was something better out there. I always knew it. I just didn't know where. I just didn't know where to find it. I didn't know where to look. I didn't know. I wasn't around, that mindset. But I knew it was gonna get better, and it's gonna get better. And it got better, and it's getting better every day.
Every day, baby, every day. All right, man. Well, that pretty much, completes our 7 questions.
Cool, man.
Before we jump into the fire, super fast questions that I labeled it here on my paper, what would be your message? Would you want to say something to the community that's watching, to our clients, our community? You have a thought, idea, something that you want to kind of get out there. Right now is the time, my man.
Sure, guys. I mean, Excellence Real Estate Advisors. Anytime you see those signs out there, say hi, wave. We've been in this business already. We're experienced, and we continue to learn every day with this real estate world. But give us a chance. We work really hard. Luis is another obviously part of our success. I can't take all the glory or any of these things, whatever we want to call it. But Luis has been my guy right now. He was helping me set up everything. He's meeting with the client right now. I mean, he's my rock, man, too, when it comes to excellence. So, I want to give a big shout out to Luis. I know a lot of people don't hear much about Luis because I'm the face, or because excellence is now what we're looking at. But Luis has been our main guy. So anytime you see him, congratulate him and the amazing job that he's done to be that, because he's my other half when it comes to this team, and he's done an amazing job. He started with me about 3.5 years ago. He was he was a 20-year-old kid, man, and when I first got him, when we first met, and now he has a degree, has a bachelor's, in criminal justice. And now he's a realtor, so he's a great kid.
I'm like, hey man, are you gonna go back to school, or are you gonna continue real estate? He's like, nah, man, I'm gonna continue real estate. I'm like, all right, well, we do need an attorney in the family. If you want to go back, I'll support you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So whenever you see Luis, give him a handshake, give him a pat in the back, because really, he's a big part of my success. Yeah. Our success, I should say.
Yeah, let me go over some of the comments that we have here. We have Mark Salinas, big old thumbs up. We have Anthony.
Mark. I've done some deals with Mark before too. He used to work at BBVA as well, so I know who he is.
It says Anthony Longoria put, when you first started in the industry, did you ever think you would have developed one of the top agents in the industry? What do you think has been the biggest factor in your growth? So you want to hit that? Go for it, man.
Sure, absolutely. I really never thought that we could scale at the level that we're at right now. But one thing that I always say is that we want more, right? We want more. It's always there in the back of mind as well. But I never really thought doing, right now our newest project that we have is a 210 lot subdivision in North Edinburgh. So I would never in my wildest dream would think that I would be involved in a transaction like that. And not only just what I can do is my client giving us the opportunity to say, Greg, can you guys sell 210 lots? He literally asked us that, can you guys sell 210 lots? Because I'm only doing it because of you guys. And absolutely. I was like, hey, we're up to the challenge and we're ready. Obviously, we've already proven ourselves with the previous subdivision that we did with him, this is our second one. And give it for the client to give us that trust. We take it to heart, and we have to deliver, and that's what we work so hard for our clients. And the second part of the question was, what do you think was the biggest factor in your growth?
Yes,
I think is your surrounding, your circle. Who is in your circle? Who are you talking to? How is that circle, having you grow with the people that are around you, and we always talk, me and Rick and I always have conversations about our circle. and our circle now is very small, because it matters who you hang around with, right? And it matters what you feed your mind with the people around you. If I'm always hanging out with people that don't want anything in life, or always complaining, always being negative about everything, I can't survive like that, because I'm going to be just like them, right? So the biggest factor is the people that you surround yourself. I mean, Rick has been a big success too. I mean, I can't say tampoco that we did this alone, right? With his experience, with his knowledge, and with his laughs in the face sometimes, and keep going is what really makes us here. But going back to the circle, he's part of our circle, and he's going to continue to be part of our circle, so we continue to grow.
And I tell people, man, just hang around with puro success, and you'll become successful. It matters who you listen
That's
to.
simple. It's that, and even if you don't understand what they're saying, you're talking or anything, we talked about this. Always be the last one in the race, right? Your time is always going to get better. So I'm a big believer in that.
As long as you don't quit and give up. All right, let's move on to the next one. Roberto y Brenda Morales, to listen to your sister Brenda.
Yes, my sister is she again. I mean, she was there. She was your oldest sister. She took care of us, when she needed to at a very young age. And my respects to my sister. I love her to death, and she's an amazing person. And she's doing an amazing job with her career as well. So we're happy to have her in our lives.
Anthony put another one. Greg has been a great role model for all agents. He has really raised the bar of expectations for the rest of us. Boom, leader status.
Hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah. Anthony is another, upcoming person that he's gonna be a beast, man. If not, he's already a beast. But I think what he was missing was that factor, the people that are around him, where you're not the only top producer.
Absolutely. Is that a tear, Rickman?
Ya estamos llorando aquí.
Hey. Robert Farias, Dave Ramsey should listen to I Will Teach You by Rich Smith. Great audiobook. Saludos a todos from Jorge Galvan, a los dos.
Padre, saludos.
Jorge. Roberto y Brenda Morales. I listed Rand Brazy too. Robert Farias, clapping. Cirilo Ortiz, that guy is my friend from California. Sas.
All the way from South Texas, baby.
Yeah, Hazel Ruiz, yes, all that good stuff. Awesome. Hardworking guys. Thank you guys for commenting. I appreciate, all the energy, all the time that you guys have been watching. This is probably, as far as views and all the comments and all that good stuff, it's been one of our best ones. And so I thank you guys all for watching. All right, Greg, this has been powerful, bro. It's been amazing. And now let's jump into the 11 super fast rapid fire questions. And whatever comes to your mind first, don't think about it too much. Whatever comes to your mind first, that's what I want to hear.
Sometimes it's not the best answer. That's why you got to think about what you say. I don't do that anymore.
That's the fun part, guy.
I'm just going to say it. Let's go.
Cowboys or Texans?
Come on, man. Cowboys, brother. Even though he just declined Dak Prescott, their offer that they did to him. But anyway, Cowboys.
Ramón Ayala or Vicente Fernández?
Vicente Fernández, el señorón, siempre.
Mi respeto. All right, this one's a 3. Oscar de la Hoya, Julio César Chávez, or Canelo, papa?
I used to watch a lot of Julio César Chávez.
Chávez.
Julio César Chávez, yeah.
Favorite part of your house?
My favorite backyard.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Oof. I like those gangster movies, man. I like those gangster movies.
Yeah.
The Scarface, the I guess it's just the ones that start from the bottom. I mean, maybe not the right way, right, to finish, but it's just when you want to dream, no matter what you do, you can be successful at it. So that's kind of what I look at into those movies.
Flour or corn tortilla?
Depends, man. I'm gonna say if it's homemade. If they're homemade, I'm gonna go with flour, man, because that's what we grew up with. With the mantequilla and all that stuff. Beautiful.
Oh man, they didn't call me Big Realty for nothing.
Es que no teníamos dinero, una de las dos.
I know the answer to this one, I know the answer to this one, but the rest of the world doesn't. Favorite Mexican restaurant?
Pues ya sabes, papi, Palenque Grill, ya sabes.
Yo, nos salimos de ahí, cara.
Las garritas de león, can't go wrong with those, man. And the pirriza, no, ¿para qué? Ya me dio hambre.
Black or white?
White.
What's your hobby?
My hobby,
Other than working?
Man, just hanging out with the family. I mean, I don't do much. I don't do much, but family would be my hobby. I used to like a lot of golf when I was a banker. I would golf a lot when I was a banker, but now golfing does not exist in my life for now.
Because when you have a lot of million free hours, of course, pick up a couple of hobbies. Favorite truck brand?
I'm gonna go. I own a Chevy and now I own a Ford, and I'm liking the Ford, man. I know you don't like it. I know you're not a big fan of the Ford, but you know, American made, baby.
I don't know if you and I can be friends anymore, bro.
You know, man. But when you call me and you're stuck somewhere, bring your Ford.
What's your inner animal?
My what?
What's your inner animal?
My inner animal has always been a tiger. I've always liked tigers.
And I have to ask this because when I met you, man, you were the flyest guy wearing the nicest suits and the best clothes ever. But I'm going to ask you today, the Greg today, tie or no tie?
No tie, man. No tie.
No time for that, right?
Time. I mean, it's just you know. And when I used to wear a tie, you know, people that see me out there, obviously, you know, and they'll be like, man, it's like, it just feel like when people wear ties, they're uptight, you know, and now I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, why do you, especially in this heat, you know what I mean? Like, you want to be fresh, you want to be, you know, I mean, we're outside all the time, so you want to be fresh.
Yeah, caliente. Yeah.
Maybe later when I'm just, you know, when I have a multi-million-dollar company, maybe I'll wear something else, but when I work less, right now I work a lot.
All right. Well, carnal, thank you so much, man. You've been a phenomenal guest. You've been, you know, probably the one that has the most views, most comments up to date. Is, you know, it's
top producer.
That's a win. No, I think, you know, everybody that we've had just kind of helped us to make it more and more popular.
Yeah, this is the fifth one. It's already been out there a long time. People already know about it. So
I'm glad we're sticking to it, man. I'm glad that, you know.
I like it. I really like it. I really like it, what you're doing. And, you know, given, you know, these are the people that you've interviewed, you know, have been people in the industry, the leaders in the industry. So, you know, correct. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And well, I just want to say thank you to you, man. You know, honestly, before we get out, I just want to tell you, you mean a lot to me, man. You're a great friend. You're an unbelievable person. I've seen your growth from, you know, you were here and now it's here, and your potential. I know it's amazing. And, you know, I can't wait what the future holds for us, but I promise you it's going to be fun. And, you know, I'm excited for everything, bro. And I wish you nothing but success. And I hope that, you know, we're those viejitos drinking coffee in the morning, you know, just talking about real estate and business and our investments and our deals in the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. And we got to continue focus on the end game. And, you know, and I appreciate your company. I appreciate everything that you've done for me and my family. You know, I know that I'm not the only one that works hard. I mean, I only have 2 people under me, but, you know, and you know, or I should say 6 people under me, but you have all these agents and this company and this business and this drive that I believe myself, when I first saw it, it was a little rough around the edges, but, you know, I always saw, again, the end game, and I stuck with you, and I continue to stick with you because I respect you, and I believe in what you believe, and you know, and you believe in me too, when maybe at that time I didn't even believe in myself. So appreciate that, and everybody at Big Realty, all the agents, man, we have a great team. Erica and everybody out there, it does an amazing job to keep, you know, Big Realty afloat.
It's like no other, man. It's like no other, and that's what we've been working so hard for, you know, and we're going to continue to work hard for that. All right, my man. Well, thank you so much for being a part of this. I appreciate your time. I appreciate everything. Keep kicking ass. Keep rocking and rolling, man. And I'll see you in a couple of hours, and probably go have some beers. If anybody wants to join us, give us a call or a text. All right.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye, man.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, you got to meet a little bit about Mr. Gregory Vasquez, an amazing individual, somebody that I really, really, truly love and cherish in my life. Somebody that I think has, brought to me a lot of great things and friendship and things that just been amazing. And I can honestly say that I consider him to be one of my great friends, and I can't wait to see where future has for us in the future. And I just saw that Roberto puts, he has magic tree. He's an amazing guy, man. He's full of great energy, and that's what I love to surround myself with. But all right, guys. Well, thank you guys for watching. I can't really thank you enough. This podcast, this whole experience has been getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and we just want you guys to know that we're here for you guys, our community, the Rio Grande Valley, South Texas. We're all in, guys, and we want the Big Realty to be, your go-to resource for real estate, because the truth is we really care about our clients. We really care about making sure that we do our job, we do it right, and we continue moving forward in the right direction, and we continue servicing our clients and doing the best that we can for them, right? Agents, new agents who are in other companies that want to join our company. I would say that, we're one of the best companies out here. More marketing, better platforms, better systems, better tools, better everything, compared to a lot of the things that I've personally seen out there. And, we're going to continue on a daily mission to become better and better and better. When I wake up in the mornings, first thing I do is jump on and do research and read and a little bit of exercise, and just trying to get everything going so that I can provide value to my agents and help them reach levels that they never thought they would reach. And truth is we got an amazing marketing squad that is available to all of our agents. And if you want to generate leads, you want to generate business, I guarantee you this is the best place to do it in. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment, ask questions. Let us know who you want us to interview in the future. Somebody that you recommend, somebody who's, that's worthy of your time and you guys want to see on this podcast, and, ask some serious questions, some real questions. And I look forward to your success. I look forward to working with every single one of you guys. And please don't forget to subscribe. Help us. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, by the end of the year. So please, guys, go in there, check us out, and I'll see you guys next week with another interviewee. We're probably going to bring in a title company. We've been talking to a couple of people, but we're trying to find, the best one. So, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for everything, and see you guys soon. Bye-bye.